Académie Chap, Éducation Plus, du cours de la 6e au terminale, en podcast.
Theme 8, Health, Welfare, Environment and Demography. Text, Islam and Planet in Crisis. In Pakistan, in a period of 30 years from 1951 to 1981, our population rose by 50 million. At present it is 126 million. By the year 2020 our population may be 243 million. Pakistan cannot progress if it cannot check its rapid population growth. Check it we must, for it is not the destiny of the people of Pakistan to live in squalor and poverty. I dream of a Pakistan, of an Asia, of a world, where pregnancy is planned and every child conceived is nurtured, loved, educated and supported. I dream of Pakistan, of an Asia, of a world, where we can commit our social resources to the development of human life and not to its destruction. That dream is far from the reality we endure. We are a planet in crisis, a planet moving towards catastrophe. The question is whether we have the will to do something about it. I say we do. We must. What we need is a global partnership for improving the human condition. The document which this Conference on World Population produces should seek to promote the objective of Planned Parenthood, of population control. This conference must not be viewed by the teeming masses of the world as a universal social charter, seeking to impose adultery, abortion, sex education and other such matters on individuals, societies and religions which have their own social ethos. Governments can do much to improve the quality of life in our society, but there is much they cannot do. Governments do not educate our children, parents educate children, more often mothers educate children. Governments do not teach values to our children. Parents teach values to our children. Governments do not socialize youngsters into responsible citizens. Parents are the primary socializing agents in society. In most societies that job belongs to the mothers. How do we tackle population growth in a country like Pakistan? By tackling infant mortality, by providing with electrification, by raising an army of women, 33,000 strong, to educate our mothers, sisters, daughters, in child welfare and population control. By setting up a bank run by women for women, to help women achieve economic independence, and to have the wherewithal to make independent choices. As chief executive of one of the 9 largest populated countries in the world, I and the government face the awesome task of providing homes, schools, hospitals, sewerage, drainage, food, gas, electricity, employment and infrastructure. The followers of Islam have no conceptual difficulty in addressing questions of regulating population in the light of available resources. The only constraint is that the process must be consistent with abiding normal principles. Islam lays a great deal for stress on the sanctity of life. The Holy Book tells us, "Kill not your children on a plea of want. We provide sustenance for them and for you." Islam therefore, except in exceptional circumstances, rejects abortion as a method of population control. There is little compromise on Islam's emphasis on the family unit. The traditional family is the basic unit on which any society rests. It is the anchor on which the individual relies. Islam aims at harmonious lives built upon bedrock of conjugal fidelity and parental responsibility. Muslims, with their overriding commitment to knowledge, would have no difficulty with dissemination of information about reproductive health, so long as its modalities remain compatible with their religious and spiritual heritage. Lack of an adequate infrastructure of services, not ideology, is our basic problem. GFE, TLE, page 15. Independent 7, 9th. 1994. Part 1. Interpretation. In 1932, the population is 238,910, in 1948, the population is 357,802 and in 1989, it is 1,393,000. The information above represents an actual situation in an arid area of Africa. What do they tell us about the increase in population and its effects on the productivity of the land? What changes in the landscape and population have occurred in your area? Part 2. Family planning. Complete the paragraphs below by choosing one of these words for each gap: contraception, contraceptive, control, condom, natural, permanent, pregnancy, pregnant, sterilized, vasectomy. Family planning and birth. Espace. 1. Mean almost the same thing. They mean trying to make sure that woman only become. Espace. 2. When she and her husband want her to and reducing the chance of unplanned. Espace. 3. Preventing pregnancy is called. Espace. 4. And there are many ways of doing this. Some of them are not accepted by some religion and in some societies. One method for women is the oral. Espace. 5. Pill, which is taken daily. Another is the cap, which a woman places inside herself. For men there is there. Espace. 6. For both there are. Espace. 7. Methods which involve calculating the days on which pregnancy will not occur. Sterilization is a. Espace. 8. Of contraception. It is not possible for a woman to become pregnant after either she or her husband has been. Espace. 9. In each case, a small operation is carried out. For men this is called. Espace. 10. Part 3. Summary and comprehension. Sum up each text, text 2 and text B, in one sentence or a few effective phrases. Part 4. Reading comprehension. Read text and say whether each of these statements is true or false according to the speaker. 1. Islam is against abortion. 2. Islam rejects all methods of regulating population. 3. It is mainly the government that educates children and teaches them values. 4. The speaker is Prime Minister. 5. The increasing population of Pakistan is a serious problem. 6. The speaker is only concerned about the situation in Pakistan. Part 5. Vocabulary. Difficult words. Cheek, the soft side area of the face between the nose and ear. Squalor, shabbiness and dirtiness resulting from poverty or neglect or a state of moral degradation. Pregnancy, the physical condition of a woman or female animal carrying unborn offspring inside her body, from fertilization to birth. Endure, verb, to experience exertion, pain, or hardship without giving up. Seek, verb, to try to find a person, thing, or place. Parenthood, parenthood refers to the state, position, or relation of being a parent. Social charter, a formal document incorporating an organization, company, or educational institution. Social ethos, culture. Youngsters, a child or young person. By tackling, by facing. Wherewithal, the necessary means, resources, or funds required to do something. Awesome, extremely good or impressive. Sewerage, the system by which waste matter is carried away in sewers and made harmless. With abiding, with endurance. A plea, a request, appeal, or an urgent and emotional entreaty. In a legal context, It refers to the answer that a person gives in court when they have been accused of committing a crime. Anchor, a heavy, traditionally double-hooked, device for keeping a ship or floating object in place. Bedrock of conjugal fidelity, the fundamental basis or foundation of faithfulness within a marriage. Part 1. Answer. Interpretation. Explanation. Students explain how it is possible for productivity to increase when the population was increasing. In a period of 16 years the population almost doubled. In a period of 41 years the population has been multiplied by 5. Part 2. Family planning. Answer. Complete the paragraphs below by choosing one of these words for each gap: contraception, contraceptive, control, condom, natural, permanent, pregnancy, pregnant, sterilized, vasectomy. Answers: 1 control, 2 pregnant, 3 pregnancy, 4 contraception, 5 contraceptive, 6 condom, 7 natural, 8 permanent, 9 sterilized, 10 vasectomy. Part 3. Answer. Summary and comprehension. The purpose is to inform students about 2 important theories about population increase. Text A. The disaster which T. Malthus predicted would result from an uncontrolled increase in population and lack of food has not happened, but this theory may be a warning to us. Text B. Boserup believed that an increase in population would stimulate new farming ideas which increase food production. Part 4. Answer. Reading comprehension. Answers. 1 true, 2 false, 3 false, 4 true, 5 true, 6 false.
Sixième en terminale, podcast, académie, chat, éducation, plus des cours de la 6e en terminale, podcast.